Hey, Terry Brazil here for PerfectElectronicCigarette.com, and today we're going to go and check out the Envy electronic cigarette. The packaging is this little tiny flimsy cardboard carton, a couple cards and stuff, and then the Envy cigarette pack. I already opened this. I've been using it for a couple weeks here. Just like a normal cigarette pack, tear the foil off. Inside you have 5 cartridges in a bubble pack. And you have a USB charger and your battery, your atomizer, and, well, an empty cartridge. And the Envy electronic cigarette kit cost $49.95, and you only get the one battery. So one thing I really don't like about this, is the biggest thing I don't like about it, is one battery is really not enough if you're going to be a more than occasional smoker. If you're going to actually smoke this all day long, you'll need to get another battery, and that is $12.50. So all in all, it seems like it's a cheap kit at first, under $50 and all. In the end, after you go and get another battery, you're going to be paying over the $59.99 that most other companies pay, charge for 2 batteries and an atomizer, as well as 5 cartridges and a charger. I'm not really too impressed with the whole packaging. It's kind of, cheap. The logo's kind of cool and everything. I like the logo, but not really much of a box or anything that you get with most of them. The cartridges cost 5 for $10, which isn't all that bad. It's kind of normal. The battery's actually pretty small compared to the blue electronic cigarette. The blue electronic cigarette, the Envy, is a tad bit shorter, and when I mean tad bit, I mean barely, like a fraction. About the cap of the battery where your LED is held is about how much bigger it is. Rule of thumb generally is smaller the battery, the shorter it lasts. This battery lasts probably about as long as the blue. Not much of a difference, like I said. We're talking about this much. So you go and get about half hour, 45 minutes of constant smoking out of the Envy. See, the atomizer is actually kind of short and stubby. It's not like a blue atomizer where it comes to a tip. And I don't know if this is something that's actually unique with the Envy, but for some reason the short little stubby atomizer seems to put off better vapor than the blue. I went and saved a cartridge here. Open. Now they have the cartridges actually come with these little plugs on top, which is great if you want to go and refill them. And that means there's no foil or nothing to twist off. Simply slide it on. And the atomizer actually works pretty good. I'm fairly impressed with this atomizer versus a lot of the other mini electronic cigarette atomizers that are on the market. As far as accessories go, you can go and buy a wall charger versus having to use the USB all the time. And that's about it. You can buy a battery, you can buy an atomizer, or a wall charger, or a USB charger. Other than that, it really doesn't have much for accessories. The vapor on it is actually fairly decent, like I just showed here. That's just the factory liquid that comes in at the tobacco flavor. I personally don't like the tobacco flavor of any of them that much. But here I have a cartridge that has some liquid that I went and put together in it. But all in all, I really like the amount of vapor it puts off. It's a pretty decent electronic cigarette. It has a little bit more of a harder pull off it, where the blue is really light. You can barely suck on it. A lot of the other mini electronic cigarettes, for that matter, not only the blue, if you barely suck on it, it's going to go and trigger the atomizer. The Envy, you actually got to go and get a decent little pull off it. It's not like a lot of the other the mini electronic cigarettes that are out there. It's, I guess, in a way, a little bit more real feeling. One more thing I kind of actually like about the Envy that's unique is that it has a green LED versus a lot of various electronic cigarettes out there either have a red or a blue. It's kind of common to see a red or blue, possibly an orange, but green is actually something I haven't seen too many of, and kind of makes it stick out a little bit versus the others that are available. All in all, the Envy electronic cigarette's a fairly decent mini electronic cigarette that actually packs a fairly good hit, considering, well, it's a mini electronic cigarette. But altogether, I think they're pretty good. They pack a pretty good punch. The only factor I really don't like is that it only comes with one battery. But all in all, they're worth checking out. My link should be right up here to the site. We have a lot more electronic cigarette reviews, forums, other various things, information. We have a classroom for different how-tos. Come and visit us, check us out, and we'll be glad to see you.